Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Tumelo Bolani, and in this channel we talk about everything Forex. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for returning. And yeah, let's get right into this video. Today we're going to be doing a market breakdown as suggested by the title, and we're going to be looking at the dollar index as well as EURUSD and USDJPY. This is the second week of the month, so I feel like we're about to get an idea of what to expect for the month. So we're starting on the weekly, right? And on the weekly, we see that we have a major resistance here and a major support here. And we've also come down with consecutive lower highs and lower lows until this point over here where we just got our low. So the market is now approaching this level, right? And sorry, we about to expect what happens on that level. So one of two things can happen. Either the market will break through this level and continue to the downside, or it will fail to break below this level and then form a double bottom. If it forms a double bottom, if it forms a double bottom, right, it means that we have to break through this previous high, right, for us to confirm that we're starting a new trend. Remember, the characteristics of a downtrend is that we get consecutive lower highs and lower lows. Not only that, your swing highs are always respected. So check here, we got a downtrend, right? This low over here, this low over here, but then the market violated this low, but then didn't violate this high. So that's a characteristic of a downtrend, that lows can be violated, it's fine. As long as the previous highs are not violated, the downtrend is still valid. The opposite applies for an uptrend. So like I said, either the market will go up from this level, or we're going to break through this support over here and continue with the downtrend. So that's what I'm expecting for this month. Let me just do this. This is what I'm expecting for this month. And then, yeah, let's move on to EURUSD. So yeah, now we're on EURUSD. Remember what we saw on the dollar index? The inverse happens on EURUSD. Meaning if we expect a push to the upside on dollar index, then we should probably expect a push to the downside on EURUSD, right? But then let's not assume, let's look at what price is doing. So in an uptrend right here, the market violated this high, but then didn't violate this low. So then this uptrend is still very much valid. But then you see that when we got to this previous resistance or this previous high over here, the market is now struggling to move past this level. So for us to buy, because an uptrend is essentially a buying market, we have to break through this level over here. But then if we fail to break above this level, we should get clues on the downtrend, on the lower time frame as to how we should attack this. But then so far, we are on a key level over here, and we're only going to buy if we break above. As you can see through this candlestick and the market behavior over here, we get multiple rejections, yes, but then the sellers haven't gotten in with a strong momentum candlestick. So we haven't gotten confirmation yet as to whether or not we should be selling or not. So let's pay close attention to the price action here. Let's pay close attention to the price action here. So because we're in an uptrend, the market could potentially break this level and start buying, even break this high. But then if we get an engulfing candlestick on this time frame, then we should expect our first take profit to be here. Let's go to lower time frames. Maybe we'll see clearly. So right, now we're looking at the smaller time frame, and as you can see, we had an uptrend over here. The market failed to break above this level, got with a strong candlestick, failed to break through this level, meaning there's some sort of strong support at this level, right? We got a breakout, but then upon the retest, the market couldn't continue low. So now we got the strong bullish candlestick moving back into this range, and now it looks like we're going to be continuing to the upside. So remember a lesson that I posted on trends and trends within trends, and I mentioned the fact that for you to be able to identify a breakout, you need to compare the size of the new trend with the whole trend. So this new trend, look at the size of the impulses and compare it with the size of this trend. So clearly it's not that large. So there is a possibility, right, looking at this, that we might push to the upside, right, unless we find support over here. But then there is a possibility that we're going to push to the upside. So because we're already within the range and we're not on a key level, we're not going to do anything. We're going to sit this one out until we reach our key levels. And if we get confirmation on our key levels, that's when we're going to act. So for now, let's just wait for the market to reach key levels. We don't want to play a guessing game. We want to make sure that we take the best trades possible. So now we're going to be moving to USDJPY. We're now on the 4-hour on USDJPY. Let me just do this real quick. So we can see that price is stuck in between this range, and it's been making highs and high lows and forming this trend line. So there's a possibility that the market will come here, find support from this horizontal blue line and also this trend line. If we get bullish confirmation, we're going to buy. First take profit will be here at a swing high. Second take profit will be here. But then, if we get a breakout from this level, this is where we're going to be getting, or where we're going to be taking profit. So, again, we're still guided by the Euro index. Now we're looking for extra confirmation, but then on higher time frames. Actually, I was supposed to start on higher time. If we go to a higher time frame, this is the daily, you will see that we were in an uptrend. And then after getting to this level, we violated this low over here, forming a new low, lower low. And then the market went up and didn't go above this level. So there's a possibility that this could be a new lower high. And if you look at this, this looks like a bearish flag. So there's a possibility that we can continue to the downside. Remember what we saw on EURUSD, potential for the market to break a major or key resistance. Remember what we saw on the dollar index. We saw a downtrend, and then the market is now at support. There's a possibility that it's going to break that support. But because the market hasn't broken through any level, we have to wait for candlestick confirmation. So this is my thoughts, or these are my thoughts on the dollar index, EURUSD, and gold, and USDJPY. Speaking of gold, let me finish off by looking at gold. It will be more of an update because I've sent the analysis. I'll post a link to that video. But then yeah. Remember on gold, we had this analysis over here. Now we've broken through this trend line, and now we've retested this trend line. And then we got bullish confirmation on this previous resistance, now support. Now, I'm waiting for the market to break above this minor resistance over here. And if it does, a retest. If we get a retest confirming the buy, gonna buy and take profits here. And remember, there's a negative relationship or a negative correlation between USDJPY and gold. So now we're seeing a buy on gold, remember? And what did we see on USDJPY? The potential sell. By the way, I don't want you to think in terms of correlation, because sometimes the factors that move the euro for that day, for example, will not necessarily be the same with USDJPY, for example, right? Sometimes something can be happening to the euro and not necessarily the dollar. And for that reason, euro pairs will move for that day, but then the USD pairs will keep to the direction of the LA. So don't force yourself to see patterns that aren't there just because there's correlation. But then it does help and eases your mind if you see that correlation. And yeah, so yeah, these are the 4 pairs that I'm analyzing this week. If you want to get updates on these signals or these setups, click the link in the description and get access to my Telegram channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Till we meet again next time. If you enjoy this video, like, share, subscribe, and also watch my other videos. Thank you for watching. Till we meet again. Peace.